Hello everybody, welcome back to the Professor Failure channel. I'm your host, Professor Failure. Now you may be wondering why I haven't posted in forever. 2 months to be exact. Well, because I've been doing this video, because this video has 6 special guest speakers. So, let's start on that. Today's special guest speakers are going to be split up into 2 different desks because I can't fit all of them on this one desk. But here with me today is Aaron from Losers Inc.
Hey Professor Failure, thanks for having me.
Aedan from Xtreme Dubstep.
Thanks for having me today, Professor Failure. I've been very excited to do this video.
And on the other line, we have Eli, who doesn't have a channel.
Thanks for having me today.
Also on that other line, we have Nena from Friendly Bean.
Thanks for letting me come in.
And finally, one of the most inspirational people ever to be on this channel, Miss Wambui Bahati from Wambui Made It.
Thanks for having me, Professor.
Also, this video is sponsored by Air. Now let's get this video started on the Alcatraz Breakout.
Well, what are we waiting for? A former military base, Alcatraz Island was turned into a prison in 1934, where it was titled The Lock.
That's so stupid in so many ways.
It was called that because it sits on a lock about 1.25 miles away from the city of San Francisco.
Because of this, it had a reputation of being incapable.
The water was 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
As time went on, the prison started to fall into despair, and to fix it was limited now. This would come into play later in the inmates' escape.
Now let's meet the escape crew. First, we have the Anglin brothers, John William Anglin and his brother Clarence Anglin, who were in their 30s when they escaped. They were serving time for a bank robbery they did together.
I wouldn't mind serving time with my brother. They were probably scheming the next robbery or something.
Next, we have Frank Morris. He was also in his mid-30s at the time of the escape. He was in prison because he was abandoned as a child and was put in foster care, and had been in jail since he was 13.
I hate to say this, but we have an ad. Aaron takes them away.
Do you hate funny mock ads interrupting your favorite history content? Then you need to try Meta Ad Blocker. This ad blocker not only blocks normal ads, but also satirical ads that are inserted in the middle of videos for no reason. This ad blocker will detect when an ad is coming up, satirical or otherwise, and skip over it, so you can go back to enjoying the video as opposed to sitting through an overlong, unfunny ad.
Thank you, Aaron, for the ads as always. Now, the final man in the crew was Alan West.
Bro, there's Adam West in here. Bro, you did not tell me there was Batman in this whole storyline. That is great.
Now, let's get into the inception of the escape.
It is said that Alan approached Morris in early 1960. West apparently knew about a ventilator cover on a cell block that might not be sealed over with concrete.
If this is true, this would give them a way to get onto the roof. West would start working with the cell house maintenance crew. This would give them information about the building.
All the men who were involved asked to be moved into cells right next to each other. This was approved.
Why the heck would they want to leave because they got to be with their bros? Like, I don't understand why they would really want to leave.
Bad lunches?
Bad lunches? Really? That being said, let's get into the plan with phase 1, deception. Now, it wasn't they just had to escape the prison walls, they had to get off the island without being caught. Now, they knew they needed a head start.
actually really clever. Think about it. They painted dummy heads that they made with a mix of things, even real human hair.
They laid the heads to fool the guards, and they did. On June 12th, when the bell rang and the guards discovered that the prisoners were still asleep in their beds, one of the guards touched one of the heads, and it fell on the ground.
Yeah, that was really ingenious.
Alive.
Got a minute? Let's watch this. Now, in our last video, you had a lot of questions how we made air. Since it's our sponsor, we need to talk about it. First, we take human lungs out of a living people, and we open them up, and then we...
Now, phase 2, the breakout. The men had to work on getting out of their cells. There were vents that were pretty big, and West knew that they could probably make the holes a little bit wider, maybe by using spins from the kitchen.
Maybe it came in handy after all.
Well, they could have also used other things as well, like they kept the holes covered with their instruments.
How do they block out the noise?
Well, they had a thing called happy hour. It's where they could play their instruments.
What is this prison?
The holes led them into a secret room where they prepared things crucial to their escape, like the raft and dummies.
Now, one of the saddest parts about this is that West was left behind, so he couldn't make it to the place where they were supposed to escape, so he was MIA.
At 10:30, people were saying that they heard the prisoners escaping.
When the prisoners made it to the shore, phase 3 of their plan began. They escaped through the San Francisco Bay. To do this, they used a makeshift raft made of raincoats.
Where'd they get all those raincoats?
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure they just collected raincoats slowly so they could build a raft.
Adam West said their intention was to steal a car and clothes so they could blend in with the crowd.
When Alcatraz saw that the prisoners had escaped, the island went into like a lockdown, kind of like we did when COVID happened.
Prison workers found their secret lab and everything else, except for the escapees.
Now, let's get into these theories.
1. The men escaped and survived, or died getting to the mainland. The waters could have been too cold and too windy, and the waves could have got them killed.
Later, they found wood and thought it might have been a piece or the paddle that they made. Later, they found bags that belonged to the people who escaped with the items that belonged to them.
This pointed to the possibility that they died and their bodies were just never found.
That's right. They also found life vests nearby.
Later, a ship claimed to have found a body in the ocean about 18 miles away from Golden Gate Bridge, although they did not call it in and report it until later, and the body was never found.
They just look at a dead person and just leaves it alone and not calls it in. That is very suspect.
Oh my goodness, you did not just refer to Among Us on my channel, did you?
He did. It is entirely possible that they survived because they wrote a letter to their families. However, the authenticity of this letter is questionable.
As for Adam West, he died in 1978, and for Alcatraz, it shut down in March of 1963.
And to this day, we do not know what happened to the trio of men who escaped from Alcatraz Island. Dun dun dun! Oh, it's a chilling mystery.
Ooh, yes it is, Professor.
Thanks, Miss Wambui, and thank you everybody else for watching. This has been a fun video to make. Now I can rest. Also, thank you everybody who came.
Bye, Philip, and thanks for having me on your channel. And to all the people watching, check out my channel, Losers Inc. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm working on a new video.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you check out both of my YouTube channels, Xtreme Dubstep, where I make music with apps on my phone, and Xtreme Reviews, which I haven't been posting on there as much, but I will get back to doing it. And make sure you subscribe to Professor Failure and Professor Failure podcast if you are not already. And just have a great day, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming, Aedan.
Thanks for having me, Professor.
I'm glad I could come.
Thanks for having me, Professor Failure.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching. And if you made it this far, awesome. If you want more videos like this, please comment down below, share, like, and then subscribe, please. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming. See you in the next video.